say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm a brother, keep it down. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Lose it on my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right to the air. Here is Goff. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak,
touchdown, Cowboys! David Njoku. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. On first down, Newton escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. That's by a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Here's Newton. He's able to find Melton. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. He finds Robinson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. James Cook. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? when they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. This pass complete to Martin. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Cook. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Newton on 3rd down. He's got this complete, finding Cook on the crossing route. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Cook going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. James Cook with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as they have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Rolling to his right. And this one too low.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another 12 coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on the blitz.
Throwing on third. Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They'll try again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And this time he is in. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage. So remember, the Cowboys shaken up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Goff throwing again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Goff over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And we see another catch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, it's Newton. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a nice design there. But sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down to push
you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Goff now looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked up, goes down, followed by an incompletion. We'll go a good rip, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. Here's more on the return. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Newton. He finds his man. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Wan'Dale Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 31, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line are able to keep leverage, are able to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Again, Goff. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, so now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 2nd and 1, Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in this spot, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz and wreaks havoc, because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D-lineman to make the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the move to his left. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is gone. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They run it again with Cook. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's been a sinking ship all season, to be frank, as they finally draw the curtain on what will be a 2-15 year. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July.